Hey guys, Dan here. Just to let you know that my reaction videos come out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I also do live streams each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday on YouTube. If you want to help out the channel, there will be a link down below to my Patreon. Thank you for your time, and now on to the video. Have a good day. Hey guys, Dan here and welcome back to another video and another interview. And today we got a few special guests to continue our saga through this madness sea of interviews. And today we're gonna have a few guests from the Gmod Office Crew. Guys, please introduce yourselves.
Hey, my name is Hall Legend. You can see me on YouTube channel. I make videos such as City Confusion and Gmod videos. That's about it.
I'm Nubster or the Trash Man. I'm behind the scenes and I help make the Gmod videos. And I'm going to start making my own videos here soon.
I'm Ozzy the Clown, and I occasionally make some Gmod videos like the Domino Effect or Valentine downloads a ghost, and I also help out with like the scripts and stuff.
I am Gmod Boy. You could also call me Cole, and I make gaming and mostly like gaming and Gmod videos. I'm like the main guy for it. You know, I always help a lot, whatever, stuff like that.
Hi, my name is DDan99 and I am also known as the Brazilian, and I will be the interviewer for tonight. And as to start this whole conversation, I believe that it's three of you guys, and then soon enough four, all of you that have or will have YouTube channels active on YouTube. So to start off, hello. Where did the interest to start a YouTube channel came from?
In general, or just like the Gmod stuff?
No, in general, where did come your interest to do some things for YouTube here and there, or maybe professionally?
Oh, that's gonna go back to like 2016. It's been interesting. I used to only make plush videos back then. They were very bad. Very bad. I have one on me, but that's it. It's horrible. And
Always send it to me when we're done with this.
And how did
Yeah,
that go to the
videos,
YouTube though?
oh yeah, how do I get the Gmod and stuff like that? Yeah, I was inspired by a bunch of plush YouTubers, and I just wanted to make something like that because I had some of my own. So I'm like, I could do this. I can do for like 2 years, and then I just quit. And after a while, when I joined this little group here, they made Gmod videos. I'm like, I want to make Gmod videos. That sounds fun. So when I finally got a computer, I started making them. And I was terrible at them at first, but then I slowly just kept on getting better and better. So yeah.
Now, sir, you said that right now you don't have a YouTube channel, correct? But you intend to make one in the future. Was that right?
Yeah, well, I do technically have a channel, and there was gameplay posted to it a while ago, but that gameplay was on my PS4, so I had since deleted those videos, and I'm currently working on a Gmod video that'll go up that includes members of the office, like the four we have here. And I'm just working on that stuff. But what inspired me to really do YouTube actually has to be Cole and others from the group, because I never saw Gmod stuff like they did, and it was like, whoa, I mean, I have Gmod, I can do that shit too. So, you know, I'm throwing my top hat into the ring, and I'm gonna see if it works.
That's nice. The first thing you can do is try. Ozzy, how about you?
So I've always like growing up in the 2000s, there was really nothing to really do, so I just like went on the computer and I would watch videos about like just anything, and I found like Lego animations, and I got inspired by that for a while, but I never like made a channel or anything. But eventually I did I found like videos by Kitty0706 and Daz Bullshit about like Gmod animations, and that inspired me to give it a try one day, but it wasn't until like 2020 where I actually got Gmod, and eventually I decided to give it a shot.
I see. Just a personal question of mine, you said the Lego animations. I was a very big Lego animation fan during the 2000s, 2010s. Do you have any examples or videos that you remember, just to see if I can actually get one?
I think the most popular, or like the one that I remember the most was I think it was Lego Batman and Robin like invade SpongeBob or something. I can't remember what the hell the video is called or whether or not it's even still up, but I remember one joke being like a shot of the Joker and he's like, I am the Joker and I am going to the Bikini Bottom to cause mayhem, and one of his henchmen comes up and he's just like, Joker, you spelled layer wrong. Because there's like a sign in the background that says Joker's lair, but it's misspelled to be liar. And so then he just stabs him.
I see.
He is in fact a liar.
True. Gmod boy, how about you?
All right. So I guess I'll start off at like the very start when I was like a little kid. When I was a little kid, I know I shouldn't have been, but I've been watching like SMG4 videos for like the longest time, and I loved them. Like I found them like the funniest crap ever. And eventually, it got to the point where like I went on to TikTok. I did some stuff I didn't really like, but then I found like Gmod. Like I started Gmod because like of SMG4 of course and like Vanoss, and then I realized I could make stuff on it. So I kept on like making stuff, and it kind of grew, and that's where I met a lot of the people here. But then eventually like my TikTok stopped growing and crap or whatever, and I was like, maybe I could like go bigger. So I started making YouTube with like the small little video of like 7-Eleven incident, but then it started like growing. Each video had like more stuff added to it, more better animations, stuff like that, you know?
I can totally understand that. And since that now all of you talked a little bit about how you came to kind of want to do videos on YouTube, could you guys tell me where the idea of the Gmod Office Crew came to be?
Well, so basically, we first started, obviously I said before, we started at TikTok. Like, we each found each other on TikTok. Like, I don't think Ozzy and Thorn did. Like, they came on later.
I found you guys through the public server.
Yeah, like, the three here weren't really, like, the original. Me, Nate, Cookies, Pine Tree were kind of, like, the original ones. And we, like, decided, there's more, obviously, but we decided to make the group. And we just came up with the idea of the Gmod office, like, and that was like just a thing that kept on growing. Like more Gmodders joined. Some left obviously, sadly, but yeah, it's then that just started growing, and we kept on getting better at animations, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, I see.
That's kind of how it started.
It's cool to see like the Gmod crew, you say people come and go. That's how many types of professions and just friendships go. I myself being as a dungeon master, I know that people will come and go in my campaigns, but the way that you present yourself and the way that you develop yourself is always so much interest to talk about. Can you guys explain a little bit how all of you, if you have or not your YouTube channels up or plans to make YouTube videos still going, how do you came to make your personas? For example, Gmod Boy, you have the Sans with the top hat. How did that came to be? Hollow, could you start that?
Let's see here. When first making Gmods, I didn't have a PC, so all I could really do was like make my internet persona and have everyone just like use that one. So I was really into this game called Hollow Knight, and there was a Gmod model of it, so I'm like, just use that. And sooner rather than later, when I finally got a PC and started, how bad that model was. Like, the only thing you could really do with it is like move its head up and down. But it had arms and legs, but they are broken. Like, you can literally just not move them. So after dealing with this for a while and changing it to cloth color after discovering a new tool and stuff like that, I'm like, you know, something's gotta change. I want to have a model with actual arms, you know? So I'm like, okay, then I was really into this other game called One Shot, and I really like the character Nico from it, so I'm like, yeah, that'll work. And when the Halloween special came, I made that mine. I decided to use Nico instead of the Hollow Knight, and yeah, I'm just.
Okay, but that's very nice. Napster, what about you?
Now, mine is more of me trying to find a model that everybody liked for me to use, because as I've said, I don't really make animations for myself, so I'm not the one that finds issues with the models or whatnot. But I originally was a old stormtrooper model from Gmod Tower, and it had a little lime green sash and everything, to make me stand out from everyone else. But the more people use that model, the more people will complain to me that my models suck. So one day I was just scrolling through the Gmod workshop and I found Hattie McHaddington from Battle Block Theater, which is a game I wanted to play when I was younger but never got the chance to. So I made him my model, and I'm currently trying to work on making my own little version of him so that I can have some originality, as people in the office call it.
I see. Ozzy, what about you?
Yeah, so originally my old model was the postal dude from Postal series. And that was only because I had gotten really into the Postal game. And over time, I didn't really like the idea of continuing to have like a character that wasn't exactly my own. So eventually, I asked a friend of mine to like design, to help me like come up with a character, and eventually that's what my profile picture is right now, where it's my own original character.
I see. And what about you? What about you, Epic? Sorry, I totally had a mental delay. In my mind, like, okay, let's say a lot about you, Epic, Gmod Boy, and then nothing came out later. Sorry. But what about you, Gmod Boy? Go ahead.
So basically, when I started TikTok, I obviously, like, when I had to make videos, I had to have some character. I didn't want to just be a normal guy. So at the time, I was really into Undertale, so I just picked Sans. And like it worked as a model, and then as time went on, I realized I don't even want to be just Sans. Like, I want to have something distinguishable. And during the time, I played Henry Stickmin, like the newest Henry Stickmin that came out, and I saw the double top hat, and I just kind of put it on him, and that was kind of been like one of the major things of my character, and it kind of just stuck with me. I thought about like changing it a little bit, but mostly it's just like the Sans.
You said that SMG4 had a huge inspiration on you. Did that also impact your decision to choose Sans? Because Sans is also a recurrent character by some years now on the SMG4 channel.
A little bit. I've seen like whenever I see the SMG4 videos of Sans, I kind of like make a little joke to myself, "Hey, it's me, haha." But yeah, it kind of did.
I can imagine. And you said about having a very big influences. You guys all said influence from different games like Postal, something of Undertale, like you said yourself, and other games like Henry Stickmin. Did you guys have any other games that impact your lives in a way to say that that motivated you guys to be the persons and the people that you are today in the internet? Any examples you guys can share or you would like to comment? That's a free question. Anyone can answer that or answer it any order.
I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for Gmod, I don't think I would be hanging around with these guys as much as I do. I think Gmod and certain other games like Outlast and stuff like that brought all of us closer as friends. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because I don't like to think of The Office as like its own community. It's its own community, but I like to think of it as more of just like a friend group. You all like to hang out with each other, josh around. It's more of just guys being guys, you know what I mean?
Yes, I can understand that. Have you guys ever been familiar with the term parasocial?
Yeah, kinda.
I like to explain it.
Well, I have mentioned that
I mean,
in...
I know what it is, but
Yeah,
you should tell me.
Yes, a parasocial relationship is, in a way, what we all, as YouTubers, for example, are trying to establish with our audience. A parasocial relationship is maybe the illusion or the imaginary relation that we have with a figure from social media, maybe from a celebrity, a fictional character, or, as we are doing today on YouTube, with different personas. Or personas, or the way that we present ourselves in the internet, are sometimes a reflection that of our true selves, but not all present. Like we present the qualities that we want to present on the internet, just like you guys are presenting yourselves not as you truly are, like in the real world. You guys are not showing your true faces to each other. Maybe you are still relating to fictional content to a real person, and based on that you are making your friendship or your relationship established on that, like games, like movies, like series. Am I making myself clear, or am I divinating too much? I think I'm divinating a bit. I think I'm a little
You understand what
confused.
you're saying, though.
Yeah, so it's like
Sort of got it.
it's like you all said that your guys just came together to guys being guys. You guys made a friendship out of that. It's just all possible due to the internet, you know, and to the way that you present on it. It's just you have the you on the internet, and you have the you outside. It's just a very interesting phenomenon to see, you know.
Yeah. Definitely is pretty interesting.
Yeah. But come back to the top of games. Do you guys have like any favorite games?
I personally am really in love with the Resident Evil series.
Oh, so
I don't know if, like,
go on.
I'm not sure if it's like seen or not. Like, I wanted to possibly do like a video kind of around Resident Evil later, but like there's like a lot of references to Resident Evil in my series that you may not realize. Like at the end of Gmod Into the Sansverse, you could see like Albert Wesker and the Nemesis hidden inside of a cell, stuff like that.
Oh, some of the base memes of Resident Evil, I know. I recognize many of the characters like Leon, Chris Hadfield. I recognize the characters from Resident Evil 3 since it had the remake. Are you excited for the Resident Evil 4 remake?
I already pre-ordered it.
Oh my god, Gmod boy. I have to say...
We tried to tell him not to, but he did not listen to us.
Okay, I had a friend once that he pre-ordered the Resident Evil 3 remake, but sadly it had a problem with like the credit card, so it cancelled. So he could not have like this special skin that would come with the game after that in the pistol, sadly.
That sucks.
Yeah, but I have to admit I've never played any Resident Evil game for more than like 5 minutes. I have Resident Evil 4 in my Steam library. I plan to make a series one day, but beyond knowing the story, I have never truly experienced the full Resident Evil feeling, you know?
Yeah, I understand that. It can be hard to get into it, but I just really like it, you know? Like, it's a really good story.
I can understand. The same love you might have for Resident Evil, I have for other games like TF2.
That's a fun
What
one
about
we like to play.
what about you guys? You guys have any better favorite games? I'm sure Legend does.
It's just there's this neat little indie game called Overwatch 2.
Oh no.
Shut up.
Okay, guys, I don't think I feel comfortable anymore with this interview.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's not start a beef now.
Let's get to the next question.
Get to the point.
Question.
But why Overwatch? Tell me. Let's not. I was just memeing. Tell me, please. Why Overwatch?
I personally think that's like a very like I guess like fun game just to like mess around with. Although I will admit I hate the fact that they got rid of the loot boxes and instead just resorted to a goddamn battle pass.
No.
So
For the victory royale, yeah, for now.
Yeah, we're
okay.
about to get down.
Get down.
No.
No.
yeah, so like yeah, like the only way you can get like cosmetics and shit is just like if you like buy it or if you buy like it from directly from the shop or like buy it from the battle pass.
So people that Oh, I think I'm confused with Overwatch 1, but so did Overwatch 2 have the loot crate system before this, or just when it came out they changed it all?
Well, in the first game they had loot boxes,
Hmm.
and then they had a battle pass in the second game.
I see, because
And
I.
they
Go on, sorry, my bad.
No, I was just gonna say that they shut down the first game, so you can't even play the original.
Yeah, that was something I was going to mention. It's a little bit sad that they closed the first one. I still remember seeing some of Musel's videos back in the day when he started to do a little bit of Overwatch content and even some unboxes. I was going to say, damn, if you could still sell or buy the skins from Overwatch 1 into 2, that would be maybe a good investment from the past, right? Considering the changes.
I think if you I guess merge your account, you can get all your skins from the first game.
Mm-hmm. But and what about you, Nebster and Hollow? Any favorite games? I might be confused or might be tripped, but I think you guys didn't mention your favorite games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say favorite games of recent memory has to be the game One Shot. I can't really reveal much about it because the whole point of the game is it's best if you don't know a single thing about the game. It's just one of those. It's more of an experience than a game, I'd say.
Oh, I just Google it and it's also your Discord profile pic, the character, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But if I had to choose an actual favorite game, I'd say real much to say about it. Just I love that game so much.
Which game your audio cut?
I think
Portal?
he tried to say Portal 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's my guess,
So
though.
I'd say my favorite is Portal.
I am very excited for in 200 years when Half-Life 3 comes out, maybe. That we finally see a mix of Portal 2 and the Half-Life. That would be interesting because apparently they all share the same universe, correct? The Valve games, at least a few of them.
In the Left 4 Dead comics, you can actually see figurines of the Heavy and Scout from TF2.
And also we can see that Lewis is a gamer. He plays CS:GO.
What about your favorite game, Thorn?
I'm a personal fan of Minecraft and its much content for it.
Huzzah! A man of quality.
A man of he's simple. A very good man.
Okay.
You are,
mean-
dude. The Minecraft is a good game. No discussion. No discussion.
Nothing wrong with Minecraft.
Yeah, it's just I grew up on Minecraft on the Xbox 360 years and years ago, and it's just it's followed me ever since.
It's kind of funny because I have been always on Minecraft basically through my computer. So it's kind of impressive that so many people actually had their good memories about Minecraft coming from Xbox. It's just a kind of a different world for me. The most that I had was a Nintendo Wii and a PS2. Then I migrated to a computer.
It's just how different. It's just different livelihoods, I guess.
I can agree on that. And this is gonna be an interesting one. On each of you guys' opinion, what is the best part and the worst part about making videos?
Okay, that's a good one. The best part. That's a tricky one. I'm gonna get passes off to the next person so I can think about this for a little bit.
Nebster?
Well, I don't make the videos, but I write the scripts, and honestly, my favorite part about the video making process, I guess, is seeing the final video. All your hard work and dedication put into 15-minute to 20-minute video. It's really fucking cool. And I have a friend of mine who watches The Office religiously, and they love to see every installment of the series, whether it be by Pine Tree or by Sans.
I can definitely understand that too. I have some friends that are very much into those types of sitcoms, and they take them very, very religiously.
The worst one though, and I can only say from hearing like Sans and Ozzy's experiences, but I'd have to say either the animation or just getting everything ready for it, like the editing. Holy heck, I've heard horror stories about editing those videos. But I mean, you know, it could just because like certain things that they can't control, like family matters and stuff like that. So
yeah, I can definitely understand that too.
yeah. Either way, though, we try our best and we get stuff done. I think we all do a pretty good job of that. You know.
Yeah, comprehensible. What about you, Ozzy? Best part and worst part?
I would have to say like the best part is like probably writing and then uploading it, because I will admit it's been there have been many times where it's just like animating it, it's like sometimes just like very difficult trying to like, I guess, find the proper motivation to take like a lot of time.
Right.
Like
To like, sorry.
like animating, I would say, is probably one of the, not the worst parts, but it's like one of the most difficult parts, because it's just like you like it just like is very difficult sometimes trying to find like the motivation to like take as like much time as you need to like craft like something like this, because like the way I think Gmod Boy, he like records it all in one go, but
I
don't do
that anymore.
the way that I do it is like I make like the actual like
Script.
I like I pose the characters and stuff and use stop motion helper to help with that, but then I also like screenshot every single frame, and that can like be pretty difficult, because if something like screws up, then you have to like
Redo the whole
retake
scene.
yeah, you have to like stop what you're doing, fix the issue, and then take all the photos again, and like your screenshots will have like seven like God knows how many screenshots lying around on my computer.
I can totally understand that. I am also a very big sub motion fan, and I can imagine that one single frame can ruin it all, as they say. And as you and Hollow said, sometimes scripting can be a very hard job. I once did a series called The Mercs Try to Open a Minecraft Server. I still intend to continue it when 15AI comes back. But sometimes when you try to push yourself to a quota, to write like in a schedule, that can be very time consuming and very, very stressful. Writer's block is something very, very annoying. And it's something that you will have to learn, and you have to know yourself to get around to be able to keep working. And finally, Gmod, best and worst part.
Alright. So, for making videos, I feel like the best part is, as Thorn said, the end video, like the finished video. Seeing everything you've done for however long you've been doing it, especially like if you're doing like an extremely long video like I recently did, just seeing it all come together and seeing all the progress you made, like, it's beautiful. But there's also, some bad parts about it, like, as they also said, just writing the script, coming up with ideas, thinking about how jokes could come into actual Gmod, because Gmod has limitations, like mirrors per se or something like that.
Oh god.
There's also the fact of, animation. That's sometimes a very big problem. That takes a while. stuff getting in your way, like planning. Like let's say you want to like spend the day making the video, but then out of nowhere you have to spend the entire day doing something else. And lastly, probably the editing, because editing could go, like, I'm not that bad with editing. Like, I think I'm pretty good at it, but seeing how long it takes to edit something just might make you like not want to do it, you know? But if you push through, I think you could go do it.
I can totally understand that sometimes your schedule will not work with what you want to do and what you have to do. It's very annoying. And guys, try to remind me, I think I'm having a little brain meltdown right now, but did I ask you guys if you guys have any plans from the future? Yeah, I think I skipped one, sorry. Do you guys have any plans for future content? I know that you, since for example, you released a few weeks back what was the Samsverse, correct? But do you guys, as the Office Crew or individually, like Hollow said, do you guys have any plans for future videos? Legend.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, first I'm gonna answer the question I didn't before. The worst part about it is mostly editing. I despise editing. I'm okay at it, but I'm not great at it, and it always takes me a while. And the best part is usually just seeing the video and seeing the feedback from it. That's usually the best response. But okay, and what was the other question?
Do you have any plans for like future content stuff?
Okay. Future plans. Well, I have 2 ideas so far. One is an anima, like old school, like something you'd see from like 2012 or something. And the other one's kind of like that a little bit. There's not much I can really disclose right now, but all I'm saying is it's gonna be like a 2011 Gmod Machinima.
Machinima? I don't. Could you like describe
He said
a little bit
Machinima.
more? Oh, Machinima. Okay.
Yeah, Machinima.
That name really brings me back some 2010s vibes. It's kind of nostalgic in a way. Nib, what about you? Could you tell us a little bit more about your upcoming video that you said you were working on?
It's actually been a video that's been in the works for months now. I just haven't really had the motivation to write up the script, because like they all said, script writing is not exactly the best time. But I'm trying to work on it by myself. I'm probably gonna enlist help by some of the guys here. And I want to do like 2 series, and like one for Gmod, kind of like how Gmod Boy's doing it, where it's one for just Gmod stuff and then other for gameplay. I've always been interested in being the gameplay content creator, but animation's also been, you know, on my mind, so why not do both?
Okay. Ozzy, what about you?
For like non-Gmod animated stuff, I was thinking about like doing some like reviews or like retrospectives, but not too sure if I will. But in terms of Gmod animations, I have a very big Gmod animation that I recently got done with the script, but I am thinking about shelving it for the time being because I've noticed some issues with the script that I'm not too sure about, so I might try to work on something else first and then eventually fix those issues.
And what about you, Gmod Boy? Considering that one of your biggest videos yet in length, I believe, came out recently. What's the next step?
So, the next step is obviously going to be a video continuing that. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but I can't really disclose much about it. Like, it was kind of like a cliffhanger. So it will kind of go further into the idea of what happens after, like, the Sansverse gets fixed.
So it's a sequel to the Sansverse.
It is a sequel. I can't disclose much about it, but eventually when it gets out, you'll like understand why.
Okay, and I will be completely fair about it because I have not watched. My routine was a little bit close, very close in a few aspects, but I very much intend to watch it. And it's kind of cool to see that you, in a way, is extending your content and even already making sequels for it, considering your content before was more episodic, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Guys, I think that we have reached the end of the questions. Anything else you guys would have to maybe say, disclosure, or maybe mention before we finish this interview?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're all good. Unless.
I got something to say. You know,
Proceeds to tell the entire B movie script. Go ahead, hello, go ahead.
okay. You know, maybe the real Gmod was the friends we made
No,
along the way.
we're not
you
doing
know?
this. We're not doing this.
I can
in the video right there. That would be
yeah,
great.
no, I can imagine you just saying the real Gmod was the friends went along the, and then you start to like ragdoll glitch on the floor, you know, with the very emphatic sound.
Maybe the real Gmod was the friends we made along.
But okay, guys, thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for staying. People, remember that by the next episode of Brazil Interviews, we'll have the second half of the Gmod Office Crew that was kind enough to spare an hour of their day to come here and talk to the Brazilian. So, if you can, please be sure to check the guest channels linked down below from Hollow, Nubster, Ozzy, and Epic Gmod Boy if they're there. And also, just be sure to visit their channel, maybe watch the videos we talked about, leave a comment, and remember to have a good day. Guys, thanks for coming, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye!
I got one more thing to bring up.
Ooh,
Oh my
last
God.
message.
Yeah,
Last
oh.
message. Go on.
Oh my
He
god.
waited,
You have
he
to.
waited till
You have.
waited till he was done with the outro to fucking
have-
say this.
Ozzy, you have 30 seconds to leave. Go on.
I
Go.
highly recommend this indie smash hit. It's called Potassium Plunder.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Goonie McCogs.
Okay, guys. Bye.
Banana sands.
Bye.